Here's your latest headlines with Sierra Tufts from the Wayne.com studio.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. Here are your morning headlines for Tuesday, June 25th. 2 months after it reopened, Powers Hamburgers will have to close temporarily after a fire early this morning. It was reported shortly after midnight, and the Fort Wayne Police Department crews arrived within 3 minutes. They had to force their way inside through the front door. Firefighters found a small fire in the restaurant's kitchen with smoke throughout the building. It took less than 3 minutes to get the fire under control. The fire and water damage is minor, but the smoke damage is moderate. It's unknown how long Powers will have to be closed for. Powers Hamburgers reopened in April after a change in ownership. A grand opening event was scheduled for July 8th through the 13th. Body camera footage from the Fort Wayne police officer who shot and killed a man late Saturday night will be released after the family of Lindsell Parm reviews it. Mayor Sharon Tucker made the announcement last night, saying the reason is a viral video of the shooting is circulating on social media. The shooting happened as an officer conducted a traffic stop at the intersection of John and Hurd Streets on Fort Wayne's southeast side. Police say actions from those inside the vehicle caused the officer to shoot. 22-year-old Lindsell Parm died as a result. His death was ruled homicide by police action shooting. An exact timeline of when the family and the public will have access to the body camera footage is unknown. You can see more on what Mayor Tucker had to say right now on Wayne.com. And looking at our headlines today, we do have a chance to see some severe weather. We'll go over that quickly in weather in just a second. Plus, Open Streets is being announced today. We'll learn what's new and what's the same. Plus, City Council is meeting tonight. We'll be there to cover any important topics you need to know about. All right, and let's take a look at that weather. Of course, storms and showers are something that are on the horizon for us today. That will bring us some gusty winds, and then after that, the humidity returns. Looking at Storm Tracker right now, that big system north of us right now is what we're keeping an eye on. You can see it is inching closer to us in our northern communities as it gets closer to the viewing area. It is expected to bring some strong gusty winds. The weather team is ready in the weather center for anything that may happen. So make sure you're staying weather aware. Have your Wayne Weather app ready. They will break into programming if anything turns very severe. And of course, we'll have our severe weather loop on Wayne.com in just a little bit once I am done with my stream. So looking at your hourly planner for the next couple of hours, temperatures rising to the upper 80s. We have this system coming through in the morning hours, and then later on in the afternoon, there's a chance to see more storms and showers, but it's really dependent on what we see this morning is what will happen later on this afternoon. Again, gusty potential winds this morning with these storms, temperatures rising to the upper 80s, and then we see the return of humidity because of this system. Tin Caps are in town today. They should be able to play after these storm systems move through the area. We'll be keeping an eye on that, of course. So make sure you're staying weather aware. I'm going to say it a million times today. Just be weather aware today, folks. High temperatures reaching the lower 90s today as we get into the later parts of the afternoon. We do have a chance to see some more showers and storms tomorrow, and then we go down to the upper 70s Thursday, and then we rise back up to the 80s and stay in the 80s for a couple of days until we reach Sunday, where we are in the upper 70s again, excuse me. Definitely not lower 70s. Those are still our overnight lows for the evening. When we start July 1st, we see temperatures in the lower 80s, and then looking at the 4th of July, just on the 10-day fringe there, still quite a few days out, so that could change, but right now looking at upper 80s with a chance to see some showers and storms. I'll say it once, I'll say it a million times. Please stay weather aware, folks. That storm system is quickly approaching. Again, we'll be live on Wayne.com momentarily with our severe weather loop. We will break into programming if you need it. Please download the Wayne Weather app so you can stay weather aware. In the meantime, have a good morning. We'll see you back here at noon.